Hey y'all, I'm James Wright and welcome to Jeff Warshawski's Basement, and today we're going to be talking about power tools. Now, for those of you who haven't been following around, I've been in Jeff's basement and the two of us have been playing around with a bunch of things, and he said, hey, I've got this thing. And yeah, this is kind of interesting. So I'm going to have Jeff take us through and show us what all's here.
Hey guys, we're looking at a Hitachi PF60F2 Super Surfacer. For those that don't know what it is, it's a fixed knife hand plane blade. The wood goes underneath, it's pushed underneath, it's a powered hand plane, for lack of another words, and you get wonderful shavings. Perfect thickness, perfect width of what you're doing. There's plenty here.
So to explain what we're looking at, on top we've got a blade, and this blade is what, 7 inches wide, 8 inches wide?
Yes, about. I don't remember exactly. It has a chip breaker and a blade, exactly like your hand planes. A couple of bolts hold the whole assembly to the bed. The bed can rotate from 0 to 60 degrees, plus or minus, depending on the skew you need, the wood species, and the cut that's needed. The head is a power feed up and down. We have a series of rubber belts. The wood is put in, pressure is put down, the head is dropped, and it drags it across the fixed blade, creating a shaving. Not that much different than what you do with a hand plane, and you get beautiful results.
And just to give you an idea, here's a surface that just came off. This is a African mahogany of some kind. And yeah, really kind of beautiful surface on there. And here is some walnut. Just look at that sheen. So some of the weird aspects of this. Number one, for the height adjustment, there's a lever on here and it just goes up and down. And it sounds like a stuck cow in a fence. But then you also have pedal control here, so you can adjust it up and down with that. So you've got to flip the
switch.
So you got to flip the switch and it changes over to the pedal. But then also, the crazy thing about this is you think, you know, planing, everything's good, but then you hit the on switch and yeah, it's just mind-numbingly loud. But when the adjustment on this is very, very rough, so for the pedal, you just tap it and it moves way more than a shaving. So what you can do is actually open up this little door on the back, and in here you can stick in a rod and rotate it. And so this gives you the micro adjustment for up and down. Also on top there are these two knobs that you can put in the rod and rotate them to adjust the iron in and out for a deeper cut. So it's got all the adjustments you would want, but that noise is rather special.
You want to do one? Put the dust collector on. That's still impressive, James.
That is really impressive.
That's really impressive.
Okay. So we get a full width shaving at, is that 4 thousandths?
Yes.
4 thousandths of an inch. So you just take those bolts out and you can lift out the whole iron and chip breaker assembly, and that's the beast. Here you can see the frog, I guess, that it's sitting on. And then you can also adjust the mouth with those bolts in front. So everything is adjustable just like a plane, just on a much bigger scale. So here you can see the iron on this side and the chip breaker back over here. The iron is hollow ground as well as it has a laminated steel tip. And they sandwich together and you get that chip breaker close. It actually gives you a really nice clean surface. Now they do actually make whole machines designed for sharpening these, but Jeff has this little jig here. We'll put it on and sharpen the blade. Just kind of take it apart first. So once the 3 bolts come out, you can take the chip breaker off. So the jig's set up so the iron comes on here. It's got a hollow ground on the bevel, but you can shim out the back so when a stone comes on here, it sharpens it at that exact angle.
8,000 grit Kingstone, if anyone's curious.
So if anyone wants to buy Jeff a $5,000 sharpening for his super smoother, super surfacer. And then to remove the burr. And then you can put the chip breaker on and stick it back in.
Yeah, well,
But this is the tricky part. How do you get that chip breaker so close?
I don't know.
So inside the depth adjusters have these little things that lock into the back of the iron into these slots there and there. So when you flip it over and set it in, it just registers into place. So theoretically, it's right where you last put it. Theoretically. Put the bolts back in and take her to town. So the depth adjuster, you put the rod in here and you can actually set how deep each side is. So you can adjust this side and adjust that side until underneath you can feel it and know where you need to be. And then you can drop it on the ground.
I'll show you what's wrong with that plane.
Well, that's wrong. We'll have to redesign it.
Up, yeah. Up a little bit.
Go, can you go up a smidge?
That'd be this way. Yeah.
Okay,
It's going to need
that's enough. That's enough.
It needs more than that. Because you're just barely.
I like that.
You like that? Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
So there you have it. This is a lot of fun, and I'm glad I can finally get the chance because this is one of the things that kind of brought Jeff and me together. He mentioned wanting to buy a super surfacer and said, hey, I got one, ordered it in from Japan, and he's taken this apart and had a lot of fun with it. But I'm glad I can finally get the chance to come here. And I want to say a huge thank you for letting me come into the shop.
Oh, this has been a lot of fun the last couple of days. We've laughed a lot, made some interesting discoveries, broken things, and put them back together, sort of, and yeah, we're making progress, good progress, having a lot of fun.
So we'll be having a few other videos coming out on other things in the shop, as well as we're actually doing a live tomorrow in the past for you. But I hope you like this. So if you have any questions, thoughts, ideas, snide remarks, throw those down below. You know all those things. They do help out the channel, so thank you for that. You know, like, comment, share, subscribe buttons down there. But if you really want to be amazing and even put a smile on Jeff's face, think about joining these people over here. Those are some of the fantastic, wonderful, benevolent, gorgeous people over on Patreon. And without patrons, I wouldn't be able to fly out here and spend time with Jeff. So thank you for that. You guys make videos like this happen. If you want to help out with that, think about becoming a patron or a member, or click the like button down below. It really does help out the channel because I'm not sponsored by super surfacer companies. I'm sponsored by you. Thank you. I think I'll do it for now. And until next time, have a wonderful day. So this is a super surfacer. But over in the corner over here, Jeff made a surfboard so he could surf this.